Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sankhaya. I'm at the monastery, and today's is going to be the last day. Tomorrow I leave for the airport at 6 in the morning. Was invited for lunch today by the attending resident monk here, who is 31, also has intention of writing his book. So we were exchanging information back and forth on psychology and Buddhist studies. We both are new to each other, and right now encouraging each other to really conduct our research and put it together quickly to complete our task successfully in publishing our books. I find a lot of peace here in this monastery. Just a couple minutes ago I was actually resting on this very bench right here, wooden bench. Hopefully I'm able to take residence at such monastery. It's rare to see and find a monastery quiet, very quiet, and with like-minded individual on the path of writing a book. So it's pretty awesome. This is quite unprecedented, never seen before. And speaking of psychology and psychotherapy and Buddhist counseling, and sorry, let me see if the screen's gonna go back to normal. I think my YouTube just got sorry, I just got a call because we were supposed to meet with Randy and his family here and my screen just got frozen. No! You guys give me 1 second real quick. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, technologies, right? Oh man, I gotta end the YouTube. Let me call her back real quick. This is last days always happen this way, typically. Hello for all of you who's joining. Just need to take this priority call. I'm sorry I missed your call. I'm doing a live video at the monastery as part of my departure, so please let me know a time and place for us to meet. I'm about 30 minutes away from you guys. I apologize for missing your phone call. That part I didn't write down. Now, Siri just kind of picked what it wants to write down. Alright, let's go back to this. Oh. Okay. Sorry, folks. Sorry for you. This is why patience is part of our practice. Alright, here we go. Let me go live again. Okay. Now we are live back on YouTube. There was a phone call that came in and it got frozen. I don't know what happened there. I'm restarting it. Like I said, I'm departing Arizona. And right now, today is my last day. The screen. Okay, all right. And so I left off only a couple minutes in the live when I spoke about the Buddhist counseling and psychotherapy that everyone witnessed over the past 48 hours. In the counseling session, it was quite fiery. As everyone knows, that each human who is in front of me very different, right? We are faced with challenges of certain individuals who are going through certain things. And it's not the problem with the individual, it is the problem with the individual's mind, the citta, C-I-T-T-A in Buddhism, their mind. How their mind jumps and how their mind trying to elude me, and how I sit there, but you only get to see my face, you don't really get to see their face. And how I'm reading faces and reading eye contacts, deflections and reflections, and this is a lot of science in the art of Buddhist counseling. So you get to hear all sorts of language, and of course the adjustment of language for that individual based upon their understanding, comprehension, where they're at in their life, their age and stage of their life. So it was a strong language, indeed, and agreed, and that's why viewer discretion is advised. And I think people who've been following me for a long time knows that when he's doing counseling, it's that's Venerable Ji Dao. It always has been and probably always will be. And I apologize if there are new people who have been following and found it quite interesting to see a Buddhist monk so outwardly spoken to humans present with him. And purposes of those recording is to preserve for people who I'm counseling, because I know they're going to forget. A lot of emotions play out as part of relationships, attachment, all of these human conditions that we go through. So every 2 weeks there is 1,000 people. Interesting. Every 2 weeks there is a thousand people that come on YouTube. And I just wanted to debrief you all briefly, just because sometimes when you see some of these counseling sessions, one might go, that's not the Venerable Ji Dao we know on the platforms or other posts. Other posts could suggest a more calmer Buddhist monk, a more calmer Ji Dao, but rest assured that it is me when I'm engaging in types, and I have to adjust with the variances and the differences in people that I meet with the various circumstances that they have found themselves, or I have found myself in. So I hope you all enjoyed that counseling session and try to get the most out of it, trying to make sense of who is he talking to, why is he talking to them this way, and whether they're receptive or not. And sometimes you might hear a lot of questions coming back and forth and clarifications back and forth. It's not easy. Perhaps I am the only Buddhist monk in America that does counseling or do so uniformly. I've yet to see other Buddhist monks take on this task in such a way publicly, as part of public education for the general mass and crowd of the people. So I hope to train more monastics in this art, in this very difficult art of Buddhism. New, engaging in Buddhism program, whereas the counseling part needs to be refined, one individual after another. And sometimes it's not easy, and it's a science, it's a practice, and we'll gotta make a lot of mistakes in the progress, dependent on the individual's comprehension and understanding. I'd like to thank everyone who was involved here in my stay. I'd like to thank everyone who donated. We raised only less than $240 for the ordination, making the ordination impossible because the amount that needed was $750. That is the least, right? When someone is ordained, not only that they need the requisites, one of it being robes, but other requisites also. And the funding affords the time for the individual to take a break and engage directly into monastic training, monastic reflections, the potency of it in the beginning stages. So, but as a direct result of your donations and as part of uniform and transparency of monastic expenditures and monastic, in here is $100 that will go to the 31-year-old resident monk that is here. He's a little camera shy. He doesn't want to appear on camera. And I respect that. I respect his deep sense of solitude and silent meditation. And so, but he respects me very much. This will come as a surprise for him. And as part of the program of giving more and taking less, affording the monasteries locally so that they can keep their lights on and continue serving the people, both in funerals and counseling and all of the services entailed within the monastic order and monastic duties. So just wanted to give you all my last words as I will get on the plane at 6 a.m. 4 a.m. I have to probably leave the house, perhaps 3:30, get there a little early in case of TSA check and pre-check, checking in. Sorry, the other phone is being strange. My secondary phone is jumping in and out of 4G, 5G. I think I've caught it doing that a lot lately, not sure